Hey guys, it's Bud, and let's get on with our video and let's get this out of our face. This is a completely new video, it's math related, so for all those people who have problems with standard form, we will be covering that in this video. And we're going to go very basic standard form for this video as well. Now, for this video, we're going to be talking about standard form of a parabola, or a parabola, or whatever you like to call it, expanding binomials. If you don't know what a binomial is, I recommend you check it up, or you check it up with your teacher, because the reason why you're probably looking at this video is because your teacher didn't explain standard form like 0%, or you didn't understand a single word that she or he said, and I'm here supposed to help you, because your teacher can't do it. That, or you missed a class, and you need to find out how to do it because your teacher isn't telling you. Or for other reasons, because you weren't listening in class, let's be honest. You're probably not listening in class, and you need to look this up. So let's just go with the video right now. For this video, you need to know what factored form and vertex form looks like. And if you don't know, they look like this. See? Factored form is y equals a x minus r x minus s. And vertex form is a x minus h exponent 2 plus k. Now you need to remember that. Now for this video, let's just remember, you need to know what standard form looks like, because that's what the whole video is about. I mean, it says right here, standard form of parabola. You don't know what standard form looks like? Here it is. I'm showing you. It's right here. It's right here. It's y equals ax squared plus bx plus c. And yes, let's go on with this video. Now, you're probably wondering, okay, how do I do standard form? Well, for this first example, for our first example, let's just put in a couple of numbers. And you're like, wait a minute, this isn't standard form. And what form is it then? Oh yeah, it's factored form. So you're looking at this like, this is factored form. Why are we doing this? Well, we have to know how to convert factored form into standard form. Why? Well, you're about to learn why. So, stay with me right now. Alright, to make this into standard form, you need to do something called FOIL. What is FOIL? I hear you saying to yourself. Well, FOIL stands for first, inside, outside, last. Now to you, this is going like, I don't understand this at all. You're probably saying, help me, help me, help me. Well, this is what FOIL means in short term. It means this x is being times by this x, and then this x is being times by this 1, and then this x being times by this 3, negative 3 actually, and then this 3 is timesing all the way here. Thus, first, and then inside, actually it'd be like first, inside, outside, and then all the way last. Why did they do it like that? I am not sure. By the way, guys, if you don't want to be like, oh my, I don't know, I'll forget this in like 5 seconds once I try doing a formula or whatever, then here's what I say to you. Just think of it like this. X times x, x times negative 1, negative 3 times x, and negative 3 times negative 1. Think of it like that because it will be so simple to you. And if you're going like, but don't I need to do it like this? Well, there's not a real difference. I mean, you're still timesing x by x and x by negative 1, and you're still timesing negative 3 by x and timesing negative 3 by negative 1. So there's no real difference. Even the pattern is the same. And by the way, it's going to look like something like this. It's going to look like something like this. Too many likes in this video. In fact, that's what I want to see in this video, so please like the video. Now that we know what times by what and how it works, and it looks like this when you're timesing by it, And like I said, see, it doesn't change the order or whatever. You're still timesing x by x, x by negative 1, 3 by negative x, negative 3 by x, and negative 3 by 3. Sorry, negative 3 by 1. Negative 1. Oh man, I'm messing up here. Either way, this is how it's supposed to look. And whoops, let's go to the next one here. Alright, the next one, it should look like this. I mean, x times x, it's x exponent 2. And if you're thinking, no, it should be x. No, guys, when you're having an x by itself, it means it's x to the exponent 1. And everyone knows when it's x to the exponent 1 timesing x by the exponent 1, it's x to the exponent 2. So, now let's just get on with this. It looks something like this, by the way. Don't forget, negative times a negative, positive. Grade 5 or something like that, I believe. Alright, and you're probably wondering, okay, why did you do this? Remember, we have two things that are the same. Well, not exactly the same. This is a negative 1, this is a negative 3. So when it's negative 1 minus 3, or plus negative 3, it's a negative 4. Get that. When you have two things that are the same, you have to add them together. And don't forget, you can't do this one, like you can't add this to this, because it's an exponent. Thus, it's different from x to the exponent 1, because it's x to the exponent 2. So this is your answer right here. And you're probably wondering, you're probably thinking, oh, this looks like standard form. X to the exponent 2, 4, which is b, which is negative 4, with the x, and plus 3. By the way, the c represents the y-intercept. So yeah, 3 represents the y-intercept in this equation. Now let's go to the next one. For our second example, which is completely different from the first example, is this. And probably thinking, there's no way I can do this. We got two different things. I mean, this is way different from the last one. It's 2x and 3x. Relax. I'll show you how you do it, step by step. Alright, now let's see. You just times negative 2, negative 2, no negatives, except here. You just put 2x times 3x to make 6x squared. You're probably wondering, where did the squared come from? I thought it was 6 with 2. Don't forget, you're timesing 2 by 3. Did I say 6x? Man. Timesing 2 by 3 to make a 6. Timesing the exponents together to make second exponent. And right now, we're doing this part. Don't forget to add these two together. And I hope you guys know where I got these two. It's the same thing from last time. Just this times this. And as we know, 2x times negative 1x, negative 1 is negative 2x. And following that, you should know how I got the rest of this. Now, over here, remember you have to add these two together. Remember, adding is key. Now, let's get to our third example, because we've just solved our second example. We have the x squared, x, and then no x, but just the c. A, B, C. Easy as can be. Now, for example 3, you're probably thinking, oh no, this is dun 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 vertex form. And now you're wondering, oh no, I can't do this. And now you're crying. Relax, relax, relax. Don't cry on me. We are literally going to show you how we do this. Since we know that the exponent means this is times itself, we just put 2 bracket and then you times it by itself to get the answer. I probably wonder, what do I do after this? Well, very simple. You times this by this, times this by this, times this by this, times this by this, and you get this. Probably wondering, why is this 2 here? Because then you're doing distributive property on all of these. And don't forget, you have to add these two together. You won't believe how many people get that messed up. It's absolutely crazy because people might just. By the way, if you're wondering, well, what if I just do contributive, man, contributive, whatever I said before to this? Well, this would just be negative 10x minus 10x, which will still give you the same answer. See, it comes to 20x. I just do it like this because it's so much simpler. And you're probably wondering, whoa, shouldn't this be something like x cubed or x4? Or no, remember, it's 2 times x squared. It's not x squared times x squared. No, it's 2 times x squared. Same thing for this. 10 times x, 2 times 10x, and then 2 times 25. Get that through your skull. Now for our final example. Oh, thank God it's our final example. Because I can't do much more. And you're probably looking at it like this, and you're like, whoa, time out. I thought this was just binomials. It is still a binomial. Don't get messed up with binomials. Since there's 2 brackets, it means there's just 2 binomials. Remember that. You're probably wondering, what do I do here? You only showed me how to do 2! Now you're making me do 3! Well, it's the same thing as I told you. And this is why I hate FOIL, because it's so annoying. The way how I told you was just like timing this by this, timing this by this, timing this by this, which is what you do in this case. FOIL gets you messed up because it's like, well, you can only times two numbers in a binomial, but here it has 3 numbers, or just 3 stuff. The way how I showed you is how you do this. So that's why I say forget FOIL, forget that, do the way I told you to. And if your teacher's really nitpicky and tells you to draw arrows on FOIL, and for this one, she tells you to draw arrows the way how I told you to, just do it the way how your teacher tells you, because you're probably going to lose marks. And here it's a big mess. Remember, 2, right here it's 2x, then 2x, oh my god, x times x squared is x cubed. 6, this 6 comes from, well, this. Probably wondering, okay, but why is it this? I thought it has to be like x squared, x, and then 16 or something like that. Relax. Right now, dial all the numbers down. 6 plus 4x squared. And here, let's just show you the second example so you can catch up. Alright, so you see here everything's perfectly fine. You plus 6x squared by 4x squared to give you 10x squared minus 8x plus 12x to give you 4x, and you just got negative 16. Probably wondering, okay, how do I get rid of this? Relax. You just show this number to your teacher. If you're worrying about how to graph this on a piece of paper, show this to your teacher. She'll explain it, or he'll explain it to you, and everything will be fine. And if your teacher doesn't show you how you do it, and you're really weirded out, how do I do it with these numbers? I may just put a video just to show you how you do it. Don't be in high hopes thinking I will. I might. Alright, now let's go back here. You have to know how we got all these. Now, I know I'm getting repetitive here. Right, let's go step by step one more time. This times this to make this. Remember, exponent plus exponent makes it a 3 exponent. Or at least plus exponent 2. Then it's this times this to make exponent 2. Then it's this times this to make negative 8x, because the x came from here. And you do the same thing. X make x 4 times x squared make 4x squared, and yada yada yada. You get what I mean. Hope you understand my video. Have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful everything. See you guys. I'm Abdullah, and I'm absolutely done.